Chapter 2 Human Reproduction Question Answers Class 12 Subject Biology Exercises Question 1 Fill in the blanks. Answers A. Human reproduce sexually. B. Humans are viviparous. C. Fertilization is internal in humans. D. Male and female gametes are haploid. E. Zygote is diploid. F. The process of release of ovum from a mature follicle is called ovulation. G. Ovulation is induced by a hormone called luteinizing hormone LH. H. The fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. I. Fertilization takes place in the ampulla of the oviduct. J. Zygote divides to form a blastocyst which is implanted in the uterus. K. The structure which provides a vascular connection between the fetus and the uterus is called the placenta. Question 2. Draw a labeled diagram of the male reproductive system. Answer. The diagram of the male reproductive system is as follows. So friends, this is male reproductive system. This is ureter. This is vas deferens. This is epididymis. This is vasa efferentia. This is vete testis. This is testicular lobules. This is urinary bladder. This is seminal vesicle. This is prostate. This is bulbourethral gland. This is urethra. This is testis. This is foreskin. And this is glans penis. Question 3. Draw a labeled diagram of the female reproductive system. Answer. The diagram of the female reproductive system is as follows. So friends, this is the female reproductive system. This is uterine fundus. This is uterine cavity. This is endometrium. This is myometrium. This is perimetrium. This is isthmus. This is ampulla. This is infundibulum. This is fimbriae. This is ovary. And these are collectively called fallopian tube. This is cervix. This is cervical canal. And this is vagina. Question 4. Write two major functions each of the testis and ovary. Answer. Two major functions of testis and ovary are as follows. First, testis. They produce male gametes called spermatozoa by the process of spermatogenesis. The Leydig cells of the seminiferous tubules secrete the male sex hormone called testosterone. Testosterone aids the development of secondary sex characteristics in males. Next, ovary. They produce female gametes called ova by the process of oogenesis. The growing Graafian follicles secrete the female sex hormone called estrogen. Estrogen aids the development of secondary sex characteristics in females. Question 5. Describe the structure of a seminiferous tubule. Answer. The structure of seminiferous tubules is listed below. So friends, this is the diagram. Seminiferous tubules are found in the testicular lobules and are highly coiled structures. It is here that the production of sperm in the testis occurs. Next, each of the seminiferous tubules has a lining of germinal epithelium. Next, on the inner side, it is lined by two types of cells, Sertoli cells and spermatogonia. So friends, this is the Sertoli cell and this is spermatogonium. Spermatogonia, they are the male germ cells that produce the primary spermatocytes through the process of meiotic divisions. Further, the primary spermatocytes undergo meiotic divisions for the formation of secondary spermatocytes and ultimately spermatids. Later on, spermatids metamorphosize into the male gametes termed as spermatozoa. Sertoli cells are referred to as nurse cells of the testis. It is because they nourish the germ cells. Just adjacent to the seminiferous tubules, there are large polygonal cells referred to as Leydig cells or interstitial cells, which secrete testosterone, the male hormone. Question 6. What is spermatogenesis? Briefly describe the process of spermatogenesis. Answer. The phenomena of sperm production from the immature germ cell in males is termed as spermatogenesis. The process occurs in the seminiferous tubules located inside the testis. In this process, a diploid male germ cell or spermatogonium enlarges in size to form a diploid primary spermatocyte, which in turn goes through the first meiotic division or meiosis I. This division is a reductional division for the formation of two equal haploid secondary spermatocytes, each of which further undergoes a second meiotic division or meiosis II for the formation of two equal haploid spermatids. Subsequently, four haploid spermatids are formed from a diploid spermatogonium. The spermatids hence produced alter to form spermatozoa, that is sperm, through the process of spermiogenesis. Question 7. Name the hormones involved in the regulation of spermatogenesis. Answer. Some hormones involved in the regulation of spermatogenesis are as listed below. First, luteinizing hormone LH. It serves as Leydig cells, triggering synthesis and secretion of androgens. Next, gonadotrophin releasing hormone GnRH. It is a hypothalamic hormone that is secreted at the age of puberty, acting at the anterior pituitary gland and stimulating the secretion of LH and FSH. Next, follicle stimulating hormone FSH. It acts on Sertoli cells, stimulating the secretion of factors which aid in the spermiogenesis process. Next, androgens. It triggers inhibin production, regulating the spermatogenesis process. Question 8. Define spermiogenesis and spermiation. Answer. Spermiogenesis. It is the phenomenon of the transformation of non-motile spermatids to mature, motile spermatozoa. Spermiation. It is the phenomenon where mature spermatozoa are released from the Sertoli cells into the lumen of the seminiferous tubules of the testis. Question 9. Draw a labeled diagram of sperm. Answer. The labeled diagram of sperm is as below. So friends, this is the labeled diagram of sperm. So this is head, this is plasma membrane, this is acrosome, this is nucleus containing chromosomal material, this is neck, this is middle piece, these are mitochondria, energy source for swimming, and this is the tail. Question 10. What are the major components of seminal plasma? Answer. The major components of seminal plasma are as follows. Secretions of the accessory sex glands of males, that is prostate gland, seminal vesicles, bulbourethral glands, mainly composed of calcium, fructose and other enzymes. Question 11. What are the major functions of male accessory ducts and glands? Answer. The major functions of the male accessory ducts and glands are as follows. Male accessory ducts. Vasa efferentia conducts sperms from the rete testis to the epididymis. Next, rete testis stores sperms that are produced by seminiferous tubules. Next, vasa differentia conducts sperms from epididymis to the urethra. Next, epididymis, physiological maturation of sperms, storage and nourishment. Next, male accessory gland, seminal vesicles, activates and provides energy to facilitate sperm motility after ejaculation. Next, prostate gland nourishes and activates sperms, enhances sperm motility, provides alkalinity to the ejaculate, neutralizes urine acidity. Next, Corpus gland enhances mobility and survival potentiality of sperms in the genital tract of the female reproductive system, neutralizes the activity of acidic female vaginal secretions. Question 12. What is oogenesis? Give a brief account of oogenesis. Answer. Oogenesis is the phenomenon of the formation of haploid female gametes known as ova from diploid oogonia in the ovary. Graafian follicles to be precise. This process is discontinuous, which is initiated during the period of fetal development that is terminated only after puberty sets in. The process of oogenesis takes place in three phases and they are listed below. First, multiplicative phase. Follicle cells are differentiated from the germinal epithelium of the ovary due to repeated mitosis division. Few follicle cells enlarge and are termed as egg mother cells and undergo mitosis to multiply, which is referred to as oogonia. Second, growth phase. One of the oogonia of the egg nest differentiates while the rest change into surrounding nutritive follicular epithelium. There is an increase in the size of the differentiated isolated oogonium as it gets nourished from the girdling follicle cells, thereby transforming into a diploid primary oocyte. Third, maturation phase. The diploid primary oocyte in this phase passes through two maturation divisions. Meiosis 1. The first meiotic division splits the diploid primary oocyte into two haploid cells, wherein the larger one is the secondary oocyte and the minor one is the polar body polocyte. In meiosis 2, or the second meiotic division, the secondary oocyte splits to form one large otid and a tiny second polar body. Furthermore, the first polar body splits through mitosis to form two polar bodies. The otid matures into a functional haploid ovum. Therefore, one primary oocyte produces one large ovum and three polar bodies, which in turn degenerate. They degenerate as they do not participate in reproduction, thus leaving behind one functional ovum. Question 13. Draw a labeled diagram of a section through the ovary. Answer. The diagram of a section of an ovary is as follows. So friends, this is the diagram. This is blood vessels. This is primary follicle. This is tertiary follicle showing antrum. This is Graafian follicle. This is ovum. These are corpus luteum. Question 14. Draw a labeled diagram of a Graafian follicle. Answer. The diagram of a Graafian follicle is as follows. So friends, this is the diagram. This is follicular antrum. This is corona radiata. This is secondary oocyte. This is nucleus. This is zona pellucida. This is cumulus oophorus. This is basement membrane. This is theca interna. This is theca externa. Question 15. Mention the functions of the following. A. Corpus luteum. Answer. It is formed when the Graafian follicle ruptures. The corpus luteum secretes the hormone progesterone during the luteal phase of the menstrual cycle. When progesterone is secreted at high levels, the secretion of LH and FSH is inhibited, which further prevents ovulation. The corpus luteum facilitates the endometrium of the uterus to proliferate and prepare for the process of implantation. B. Endometrium. Answer. As the name suggests, the endometrium is the innermost lining of the uterus comprising glands that undergo cyclic changes during different stages of the menstrual cycle in order to prepare themselves for the embryo implantation process. C. Acrosome. Answer. The acrosome is located in the anterior section of the head of the sperm, resembling a cap-like structure. It consists of the hyaluronidase enzyme that hydrolyzes the outer membrane of the egg, which facilitates the sperm to perforate through the egg during fertilization. D. Sperm tail. Answer. The sperm tail makes up for the longest part of the sperm, enabling the movement of the sperm once it has entered the female reproductive tract. E. Fimbriae. Answer. Towards the ovarian end of the fallopian tube, finger-like projections emerge. These are the fimbriae which assist in gathering the ovum after the ovulation process. This is facilitated by the beating of the cilia. Question 16. Identify true, false statements. Correct each false statement to make it true. A. Androgens are produced by Sertoli cells. Answer. False. Androgens are produced by the Leydig cells that are present in the seminiferous tubules. B. Spermatozoa get nutrition from Sertoli cells. Answer. True. C. Leydig cells are found in the ovary. Answer. False. Leydig cells are present in the seminiferous tubules of the testis in males. D. Leydig cells synthesize androgens. Answer. True. E. Oogenesis takes place in the corpus luteum. Answer. False. Oogenesis occurs in the ovary. F. Menstrual cycle ceases during pregnancy. Answer. True. G. Presence or absence of a hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity or sexual experience. Answer. True. Question 17. What is the menstrual cycle? Which hormones regulate the menstrual cycle? Answer. It is a cycle observed to be taking place in females, lasting around 28 days on average to complete. It is a series of cyclic physiological changes occurring in the female reproductive tract in primates, the end of which is combined with the collapsing of the uterine endothelium that is liberated in the form of blood and mucus through the vaginal opening, which is termed menses. The different hormones that regulate the menstrual cycle are LH, luteinizing hormone, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, progesterone, and estrogen. During the follicular phase, the levels of LH and FSH that are secreted from the anterior pituitary gland increase. The FSH that is secreted under the effect of the releasing hormone RH from the hypothalamus triggers the primary follicle to convert into a Graafian follicle. Next, there is a gradual increase in the level of LH which causes the follicle to grow, also causing the secretion of estrogen. Next, estrogen obstructs the FSH secretion, triggering the secretion of the LH, which also results in the thickening of the uterine endometrium. The amplified secretion of LH also results in the Graafian follicle rupturing, thereby causing the release of the ovum into the fallopian tube. This ruptured Graafian follicle transforms into corpus luteum, which secretes the hormone progesterone during the luteal phase. The hormone progesterone assists in maintaining and preparing the endometrium for the process of embryo implantation. When the progesterone level in the blood is high, the FSH and LH secretion decreases, which furthermore hinders the process of ovulation. Question 18. What is parturition? Which hormones are involved in the induction of parturition? Answer. Parturition is the process wherein a fully developed fetus from the mother's womb is expelled after the completion of the gestation period. The two critical hormones that are involved in the induction of parturition are as follows. First, oxytocin. It directs the full-term fetus towards the birth canal as it causes the contraction of the smooth muscles of the myometrium of the uterus, leading the baby to be expelled out. Second, relaxin. It relaxes the pelvic ligaments, widening the pelvis to assist in an easier childbirth. Question 19. In our society, women are often blamed for giving birth to daughters. Can you explain why this is not correct? Answer. We know that human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and out of these 22 pairs are autosomes, and the last pair varies in males and females. Males are heterogametic. They produce two types of male gametes or sperms, where 50% of the sperms carry the X chromosome, while the rest 50% carry the Y chromosome. On the other hand, females are homogametic. They produce only one type of gamete, the ova, each of which carries the X chromosome only. Once the male and female gametes have fused to form the zygote, it would carry either XX chromosome or XY chromosome, depending on whether sperm carrying X or Y fertilize the ovum. Hence, if the sperm carrying X fertilizes the ovum zygote XX, it will develop into a female baby, and if the sperm carrying Y fertilizes the ovum zygote XY, it will develop into a male baby. Both of these cases are attributed to the sperm that carries the chromosome fertilizing the ovum. Hence, we can say that the sex of the child is determined by the father and not the mother. This is why it is incorrect to blame women for the gender of the child. Question 20. How many eggs are released by a human ovary in a month? How many eggs do you think would have been released if the mother gave birth to identical twins? Would your answer change if the twins born were fraternal? Answer. Typically in a month, human ovaries release only one egg, rarely two. In the case of identical twins or monozygotic twins, one egg is released by the ovary, which splits into two post-fertilization. This is why identical twins exhibit the same genetic features. On the other hand, in fraternal twins or dizygotic twins, two eggs are released, which are fertilized by two different sperms, causing the fraternal twins to exhibit different genetic characteristics. Question 21. How many eggs do you think were released by the ovary of a female dog which gave birth to 6 puppies? Answer. In order to have given birth to 6 puppies, the ovary of the female dog released 6 eggs. Hence, 6 zygotes were formed for each to develop into a puppy. Friends, we have completed all the question answers from the chapter. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.